Hello again. My name is Lori Alfieri and I'm the art teacher at ITC. I'm just going to review with you some of the things that I've added to the page for the second half of this course. Some things, my goal for my Canvas page for this class was to really just kind of organize my modules, add a couple things if needed. I wanted to add a couple modules and units. I also wanted to add some more buttons on the bottom so it's just a little bit cleaner and easier for kids to navigate. So one thing I did do, this was my homepage from the last course that you guys viewed. I added in a couple more links, like when they click on the link, it directs them to a little bit of information about what they see on my homepage. For example, once I click on that, it will give them more information about the color wheel. So I added those in. And then I also added in a couple more audio pieces that I was kind of having fun with, and I think the kids get a kick out of. So again, this talks, it has me actually talking. I did a voice recording of me kind of talking about just giving them an overview of the course. So when they click on that, they'll have that. As I scroll down my page, again, I have my links to my team pages that I will add in once the school year begins. I'll add in the links there, and the kids will be able to just click on the buttons. And then down below, I have the quick shortcuts that you guys saw last time when I did my video. But I also added in a couple things, like, for example, something that I was really working on and something that I need to work on personally was to have the peer-to-peer interaction, so to have the discussion component. So I really wanted to work on that for this second half of the course. So I added that in. When I click on that button, it will bring me to that module. And what I worked on for the past week or so is just adding in little um, the discussion components. I'm going to have my students do it by month. So at the end of each month, they will partner up with another student in the class and they will have a discussion. When they click on that, it's kind of step by step. It will give students talking points and little ideas. Each of them will have a chance to go through this and give them kind of guidelines as far as what I'm looking for them to talk about during that discussion piece. And then what the students will do, I have that listed for them that they can reference throughout the process. And then I have a video that I made for them that I embedded that will go through exactly what I'm looking for during the discussion, or I'm sorry, during the assessment portion. So when they click on the video, it will go through them the step by step on how to respond in the discussion piece. So if I go back, once the students actually do the discussion, I'm sorry, after they complete the discussion, what students will do is they'll click on this and then they'll put in their reply. Every student will have kind of a chance to write a summary on what they talked about in their group. So I added that and I think that's going to be really helpful and something that during my evaluation is something that I always need to work on. So I think that'll be great to have that. Another module I added in, I've been working on more culturally responsive art education. So I will eventually add all my lessons that I've been working on in there. I just added one to start with, and it is the Google Mosaic. So when they click on that, I added in this lesson. And then eventually I will be posting in the links that they use. I have to use my Google Drive, and I've found kind of little loopholes for them to be able to do that because Canvas unfortunately doesn't have anything like Google Draw, and Google Draw is amazing for my student artists. It's really cool, and it's all technology based, so it was really cool. So this gives them a video and step by step on how to do everything that I will eventually go through with them. But again, this is just kind of the starting point for that module. And then I have my other modules that I just basically, what I was doing was just going through each of my lessons and what I have already that I've created and just cleaning it up, making it a little bit more organized and user friendly for my students. Another thing I worked on this session was trying to make my PowerPoints a little bit more interactive with students. That was a goal that I had on my rubric. So I worked really hard at trying to do it. I'm hoping that eventually I can get help to try to actually see this through. But what I did was I tried to use what's called Pear Deck, which is a add-on to Google Slides. Now I know that that can be kind of tricky as far as putting those in to um, to Canvas. I mean I put the Google Slides in, but the problem is and we might have an issue with students being very interactive with them. So I still kept the slides. They kind of go through. The nice thing about Pear Deck, what I my friend had helped me out and tried to kind of walk me through it, but it makes the students a little bit more accountable as you can add these little add-ons into your slides so that it makes it a little bit more interactive. I was just having a difficult time. I'm not sure with the touch screen and whatnot what they'll be able to do. So that's something that I'm going to have to work through before I really introduce this to the kids. I think I can use some. They might be able to use their touch screen and whatnot. But anyway, it was just a PowerPoint that I had for students that, again, these add-ins just made it a little bit more interactive for the students and made them a little bit more accountable, creating, mind maps, and then, embedding, I'm just going through the slides quickly, sorry. I embedded a kind of a review video at the end for them, which was great just to kind of summarize everything. So that's what I kind of added on to my Canvas page from the 101 session to the 102 session. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Have a great day.